Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, after the Georgia visit, Morara Kebaso yesterday went to Isiolo County. And then in Isiolo, there was no difference from what was in Georgia. The same way he got a warm welcome in Georgia, attracting a supermassive crowd, is the same thing that happens in Isiolo. And in Isolo, the youth went to an extent of sneaking away from the job before time, just to make sure that they are meeting Morara Kebaso. That is the extent the youth can go, just to have one-on-one with the Morara Kebaso, show their support to Morara Kebaso, stand with the Morara Kebaso. That was Isiolo for you.
Utufinye Ruto mse, utufinye kabisa hadi nimetoroka job.
Yaje mse, tunakushukuru sana umekaa Isiolo na uendelee hivyo hivyo. Tunataka support yako bro. Ulitoboa mambo mingi Isiolo, brao wanasema 80% na hata 20% hajafika. Big up bro, big up.
Wacha wakuje karibu. Usiogope kuja karibu. Na Kenya ni home. Kenya ni home. Kenya ni home. Kenya ni home. Hapa tuko nyumbani. Hatutauziwa uoga.
So Morara had a privilege of checking on some of the projects initiated by the national government in Isiolo. For example, Isiolo County Headquarters, 870 million set aside to build the headquarters for the county through the equalization fund, because we have some areas or region in this country that were left behind when we did not have devolution in this country, simply because the government by then were focusing on areas where there is return for money. Before they come and put something, they know that this place, it has enough population. Above all, it is attractive to business, and therefore there will be value for money. But above all, we have to build Kenya as a country na kusikwe na mahali popote panabaki nyuma. So the issue of equalization fund came in, whereby now other areas now they have to get development. So it was the duty and responsibility of national government to put up the headquarters for the county. What happened? A lot of problems. The engineers on the ground were so compromised on their jobs. A lot of cracks. Then the building is told, we don't know when it will be complete. And seemingly a lot of repair need to be done. And when necessary, the building should even be brought down in some areas, because it also poses as a risk to human being in case a phenomenon can happen. Inaweza kuwa mambo ya ajabu sana because of all those huge cracks. So he has been moving around with the engineers, trying to explain to Kenyans how the shoddy job was done and what should be done in the same area.
So we are here at the Isiolo County headquarters. This project, the initial contract was for 870 million. Now, the Isiolo County headquarters was not a county project. This was a national government project through the Ministry of Public Works, where they decided to build for Isiolo County a headquarters under the Equalization Fund. So under the Equalization Fund, the Ministry of Public Works with the national government decided to build a county headquarters for the Isiolo County, costing 870 million. And the contract was signed on the 1st of September 2019. So we are now in 2024. And you can see the building has stalled. It's not ongoing. And to make matters even worse, we've noticed poor workmanship on this building, that it might be a danger to the people of Isiolo, and eventually, if not taken care of, it may collapse. And that collapse may lead to very many deaths. But I may not want to speak into the technical details. Our civil engineer here is going to speak about the technical details.
Thank you so much. We are here conglomerating in front of the county headquarters, which was supposed to be completed, but now is a crime scene. Very few people can do this noble cause. We are patriots of this nation. Going to the details. And this is the This is the expansion joint. Straight to the top from the foundation. It is quite redundant, whereby, as you can see there, the crack has emanated from the top and joined the main concrete, and this has emanated due to the consolidation of the building. Consolidation means settling of the building. So by this means, the foundation of this structure. Thereby, at the end of the day, this building might even collapse at one section because it is sinking faster in one area of the foundation, leaving the other area being rigid.
And the crack goes all the way.
So, this is quite visible, as you can see here. So,
very poor one.
I think we go to the temple. As you can see, this is the main column that holds the building at the center. And because of those few remarks, as an engineer who is trained, I want to call this structure a structure that we denounce immediately. And by denouncing, we request for demolition with immediate effect. And the people of this country have lost money. And that means we call for a full responsibility for the president of this nation.
Yes, so the contractor, together with the Ministry of Public Works, which is supposed to supervise this project, this is shoddy work. And this is poor engineering work. And this is poor construction work. For 870 million, we expect a world standard thing. So for it to have a major crack at the center of the building, through the main column that holds the building, this is a crime scene. So there needs to be responsibility for this. Na ndio tulisema, some of these projects by this government, they either don't start. If they start, they stall. If they don't stall, they are finished with very poor workmanship and embezzlement of public funds. So we hope that action will be taken and the people who did this will be deregistered by the Engineers Board of Kenya. So that professional organization called the Engineering Board of Kenya to deregister this civil engineer, structural engineer that did this kind of work, together with a contractor.
I think the same problem we have been facing throughout most of the project, where you find government, public money is being used, but instead of channeling the right projects and used in the right manner, people try to use shortcuts, and finally we get this kind of poor buildings, which finally don't meet the expectations, and yet the money is on to private accounts to enrich selfish politicians, which have been enabled by our president.
So essentially our message is, if the president can take his job seriously and recruit people who are competent into his government, beginning with a minister who actually understands what public works and construction is, someone who is competent in that field. Secondly, to root out all corrupt engineers, people wenye wanajaza tu tumbo na wanafanya kazi mbovu. So you see, the fish rots from the head. If the president is not keen on his job, but is keen on embezzlement of public funds, then the people at the bottom, they joke like this. So otherwise, let's go to the next one.
Now, as we conclude this discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, if the Kenya Kwanza government thought that Morara is going to be, moving within only specific areas where it's known, let them know that the entire country is aware about Morara Kebaso. Reason is a very open secret. Kebaso stands out as one of the citizens who are doing civic duty to educate the public and oversight the government. There is a vacuum as we are speaking today in this country, whereby the opposition role cannot be filled by those who have been entrusted with that mandate. Be it ODM, they are in government. The Kalonzo that has remained ako baridi, kama maji baridi kabisa. You can't hear of him. You can't see him coming out strongly to speak about serious issues, to expose the government, to pressurize the government. But Morara Kebaso is trying to fit in the opposition role shoes. So Kenyans are embracing one of the youth in this country who stand out, whereby he is very much organized in a way that he gets to some of the issues, raise them out, and with a very concrete evidence, you can put the government to task to answer some of those questions. That's why you see now, it has reached a point whereby now the government has to respond. State House spokesperson had to make a phone call. People like Dennis Itumbi, the bloggers from State House, they are responding. Even William Ruto himself has been forced to respond to Kebaso Morara. So it tells you that Kebaso Morara, by the fact that the president himself and the senior government officials are responding to him, he is doing a good job. If not, no one will waste his time or her time responding to Kebaso Morara. And you can see people are embracing Kebaso. In Isiolo, kwenye alifikiria labda hana mtu yoyote anamjua, the public knows him. So, the issue of public address system, it was of great help. Now it has shown that indeed things can work, and Morara can reach out to people, and the duty of civic education is so much important. Watu wa Isiolo wakisema wako kwa serikali, wauliza hii serikali inawasaidia kivipi? Ruto is in charge today. If they will say that someone stole the money, someone ate the money, why are they not jailed? Why are their bank accounts not frozen? Why are they still surviving? Unless if these government officials were beneficiary of the previous thing that happened before they came to power.